the pitch. Got him! Oh, what a performance from the mound today.
And you can't help feeling good for this guy. I mean, you gotta love it.
A pair of AL clubs. It's the Toronto Blue Jays against the Chicago White Sox. And out we go now to Chicago to listen in on Gary Thorne for today's broadcast.
They love being here, and they're ready to cheer. Over 40,000 in their seats. We'll see Paul Konerko looking to deliver some of those long balls in this game. Hi again, everybody, along with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. I'm Gary Thorne. Welcome. I'm going to take a look now at the starting pitcher for the White Sox. Steve, how's he going to handle these Toronto bats in this game?
The scouting report against this lineup is if you execute your pitches, hit your spots, keep the ball down to the zone, you can shut them down. And with a quality left-hander like this on the mound, he shouldn't have too much difficulty.
Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, I love when guys finally put it together and figured out, and Edwin Encarnacion figured it out in 2012, one of the top power hitters in the game. Play ball!
Leading off, Jose Reyes.
For the Toronto Blue Jays, shortstop, number 7, Jose Reyes.
Ball. Too low on that one for a ball. 1-0. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1.
He must have been looking for an off-speed pitch in that situation because the fastball looked like it surprised him.
The 1-1 pitch. That's on that fastball. Can't make contact. 1-2.
Oh, Gary, he's got such an effective fastball. He likes to use it. You know, 1-2 count. He doesn't like to mess around. Look for him to go right at him with the heater.
One-two pitch coming. Ball. Good eye by Jose Reyes. He lays off that one, and it's even.
Away, Jose.
Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, one down.
Oh, Gary, that's a great pitch right there. Great command and control. Hitting his spot down and in. That makes it real tough on the hitter.
And now's a good time to take a brief look how the White Sox stack up defensively. Any picks, John?
Well, Gordon Beckham has finally settled into a position. He tried it at third base. He tried it at shortstop. Now he's entrenched at second base, and it seems like this is where he's most comfortable. The hardest thing to do is to move from one side of the infield to the other, especially when you're going to second base, trying to turn double plays with your back to the runner coming at you. Gordon Beckham has made that transition seamlessly.
Pitch on the way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Big problem for the Blue Jays pitching staff last year, free passes. Way too many of them that got them in jams, putting runners on base. This is in the air, straight away left. The dive, and he's got it. What a catch. That is a very tough ball, not only to get to, but to hang on when you're diving.
It's especially tough to judge the way it came off the bat. He did a great job with his instincts to run it down and make the catch.
Jose Bautista, he's at the plate with 2 down. You talk about the Blue Jays, when you lead the league in walks as a staff, you're making things really tough on yourself, Steve.
Oh, especially in the American League East, when you have so many teams that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. If you put runners on with a base on ball, you're just adding to the pain you can suffer. They need to throw the ball more over the plate.
Fastball just misses, 1-0. He's got a .296 career batting average against the White Sox. Really bad pitch right there, but nobody on base. Now the 2-0. Hit sharply down the line. And Keppinger's there to retire the side. There's a 1-2-3 inning for Jose Quintana. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And the White Sox, their first chance is coming.
Now batting for the Chicago
And
White
let's
Sox.
glance at Toronto's starter. And as he looks at this White Sox lineup, what are they going to see from him today?
Well, I'm a big fan of Ricky Romero, the way that he goes about it. He uses all of his stuff, but he does it aggressively. He throws every pitch for a strike and attacks the zone.
Diaz gets set. Here's his first pitch. Starts him off with one in there for a strike. Hitting just .217 lifetime off the Blue Jays.
There's really no explanation on why he has trouble against this team, but he struggles against every pitcher.
The 1-1 on the way. Good downward action there, and it's 1-2.
Well, it doesn't matter what pitch the pitcher's throwing up there. He's swinging for the fences, and I tell you what, he got a breaking ball. He thought he saw it well, but he just missed it with that big cut.
You're out. Big swing and a miss for Alejandro Diaz. A strike 3, and he is out of there.
Well, he went with the power curve there. Let's take a look at that on the cake here. He chases the breaking ball for strike 3 right there. You got to lay off it.
Lineup time, and here it is for the White Sox. So who are you looking at, John?
Alex Rios is a guy you got to keep your eye on, just for the simple fact that he can do everything with a bat in his hand. And then when he does get on base, Gary, he can steal bases for you and create runs with his legs. He's a complete player.
Romero with the delivery. That falls in. First hit of the ball game.
Now batting.
Well, he stayed behind the ball right there real well. Got himself that one-out base hit.
And done.
Got a chance to check out the Blue Jays defensively around the horn. And John, any scouting picks?
Well, one of the most electrifying players offensively in baseball is Jose Reyes, but also defensively, he can bring some electricity to that position also. A highlight reel every single time he takes the field, and an unbelievable cannon of an arm. Just love watching this kid play the position of shortstop with the joy and passion that he does.
Dunn takes the called strike. The White Sox jumped out to the division lead last year, and in part it was how well they played for big stretches of the season. They ended up short. Still, they got their business done at Cellular Field. And Adam Dunn will swing through that one. That's going to be strike 3.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there. Hard to get that much break on it.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
Here's Paul Konerko with 2 away. Tell you about the White Sox at home, 45-36. Not bad. They'd like to have added a few more wins to that total, and if they had, Steve, they might have been in the postseason.
I mean, you look at it, really was their pitching that let them down in that regard. I mean, they would end up with one of the best offenses at home, but giving up more than 4 runs a game in front of your home fans, that makes it real difficult to win.
Romero with the delivery. Swing, hot shot, and Konerko's got himself a single.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
There's Alex Rios now. Look at the lifetime numbers, 353 off Ricky Romero.
And he's the first one to the ballpark, and he hopes this pitcher shows up, because when he does, he knows he's getting some hits.
And so Ricky Romero heads to the dugout. The handiwork already on display. Strikes out 2 to start this ball game. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. Big bats ready to make an appearance. Leadoff hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. 1 away.
Center fielder, number 28, Colby Rasmus.
It's Rasmus at the plate. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1.
When he's behind in the count, he's just not a good fastball hitter, so I expect him to attack him with the fastball.
Here's the pitch. Strike 2, and Colby Rasmus now has got himself down on the count. Line towards first. And that'll put Rasmus on first. He's trying for second. He'll hold there at second base. Credit him with a double. Pitcher's count, hitter's pitch.
That's an 0-2 count, a little too aggressive on the pitcher's part coming into the strike zone. Good piece of hitting.
And in the batter's box, it's Laurie. He's hitting .333 lifetime off the White Sox.
And you know, Gary, a lot of times you just see the other team's jersey and you know you have the confidence that you can hit against them.
Hit in the dirt. And Ramirez fields the ball. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
A hitter can get fooled and still get a base hit as long as he keeps his hands back. That's what he did right there, and it allowed him to punch himself a single.
And Lynn's batting.
But he does not typically hit well with runners in scoring position right here, and this is an RBI opportunity. We'll see if the manager's paying attention.
Laurie on first. Rasmus is on second. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
The pitcher showing that he can effectively throw strikes on the inside part of the plate. The hitter now has to make an adjustment, possibly opening up for that pitch next time.
And with 2 strikes on him, Adam Lind will protect the strike zone right here. Foul! Swung on and fouled away. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a line drive. And that's going to be a base hit for Lynn. Late throw, he's on at first. Toronto, here's a position to get something done.
And the manager, you know, has to be watching every pitch at this point, wondering if this lineup has figured something out with their 3rd straight hit.
And it's Arancibia coming up, and he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
But Gary, they got a big opportunity now to take the lead in this situation.
At the belt, the 1-0. J.P. Arancibia swings and misses, and that count is even. He's 2 for 3 lifetime off Quintana. He swings and drives this one. Diaza to field this one. 2 men have been put away. Runners on the move. Here's Rasmus coming in. Here's Laurie going to try to score. That makes 2.
For the Toronto Blue Jays.
2 outs and in the box, Emilio Bonifacio. And this could be a turning point in this ballgame, guys. Getting that edge so important, and they've done it here.
Well, you sort of expected some offense to break through here. This lineup is looking good right now, not having any problems putting runs on the board.
The grounder headed to Keppinger. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So the pitching breaks down a bit here in the second. They get out to a 2-run lead. The bats are working. Toronto leads it 2-0. Due up 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. All lit up here at U.S. Cellular Field on this beautiful night for a game. And it'll be Viciedo batting. There's a swing and a line drive. That one's gloved.
Number 10.
And it's Alexei Ramirez now, 1 away.
Well, interesting season for Alexei Ramirez in 2012. Took a little bit of a step backwards in plate discipline and batting average, but made up for it by stealing 20 bases.
Ramirez will foul that one away. And back to Alexei Ramirez, as Steve said, only 16 walks. He looked to be getting better and better. Not a free swinger last. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. 2 down here in the inning.
Number 17, Tyler Flowers.
And here's Flowers at the plate. Lifetime 174 against Toronto. Romero with the delivery. And that runs high, 1-0. And that's waved at and missed, 1-1.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it, got him to swing right through it.
Good downward action there, and it's 1-2. Oh, man, there's the big bender. Struck him outside, retired. So a 1-2-3 inning for Ricky Romero. Good start for him. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming right up. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And it's Jose Reyes in the box now. And that one's hit well. Diaz is there. That's 1 away.
Melky Cabrera.
One away. Here's Melky Cabrera. Well, what's really interesting in the year for Cabrera and what wasn't? Got off to the red-hot start, made his way to the All-Star game, won the MVP award, but then he ran into some issues and that cost him the rest of the year. Swings and misses the slider, 0-1. And for Cabrera, it really did put an abrupt end to his season. He was hitting .346. He had 11 homers, 60 RBIs, Steve, and a swing line to left center. And Cabrera's got himself a hit. That will bring up Jose Bautista.
Well, sometimes you pay the price for a mistake pitch. That's what that one was there, guys, right down the middle.
Yeah, he just lined that thing, lined it up when he saw it was right in the wheelhouse. Great job of hitting.
And the next batter, Gary, will probably not see a pitch that easy to hit.
Lined out last time up. First pitch on the way. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. Cabrera's going to try and score here. He's in there. Wow, tremendous hustle all the way from first. And maybe you could say a risky play in ordinary circumstances, John, but off that bat, looks like it wasn't going to be enough for a triple.
Yeah, he definitely showed some good speed, and I think the defense wishes they've been able to somehow stop him at second base.
Well, we'll see if they can get him home now. Edwin Encarnacion looking to knock in a run here. And the theme here, repeating, guys, that this offense just continues to expand the lead. He deals. This is a swing hit in the air. Rios will field. Roams over, puts it away. Here's Bautista heading home. And Bautista comes in.
This is how the star hitters pad their numbers. They get RBIs even when they hit into outs.
Here's Colby Rasmus now with 2 down. Well, John, Steve, this is the sort of situation where gravity kicks in and the lead seems to just keep on expanding.
And when you get the upper hand like this early, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense. They've come out today with a great offensive approach, and it is working, guys.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. And not much to complain about from this lineup. As John mentioned, the production so far outstanding. Steve, you got to think they're just going to pull away at this point.
I mean, I think so. I mean, the pitching hasn't been nearly strong enough to stop this lineup, and the rhythm they have right now looks pretty hard to slow down.
Here's the pitch. Curveball, that tied him up in knots. Swung on and missed. Side retired. They pick up a couple of runs on 2 hits. They strand no one. It's the Blue Jays by 4. And Beckham's in the box. I'm going to take a brief moment here to check out the breakdown in this pitcher's pitch types that have turned into hits today. John, Steve, your thoughts?
And you can see that four-seam fastball.
There's a ground ball. Bonifacio fields it. And Beckham set down.
Center fielder, number 30, Alejandro Diaz.
And so with 1 down, we'll see Alejandro Diaz. First pitch to him. And he can't catch up with that one. 0-1. Right now in the night, 0 for 1 against Romero.
That power curve did him in the last time. You got to believe he's going to look to swing early in the count because he didn't look like he could handle that pitch at all.
A swing and a foul off to the right side. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
In the batter's box, Keppinger, his 9th year. Romero with the delivery. Played by Reyes. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That'll rest you. The White Sox still hoping to put something up.
coming to bat for the
For
Toronto
those of you
Blue
just
Jays.
coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John.
Oh, I could bore you with the truth about an uneventful